inside Manchester United's new £2 billion stadium.
Were you wrong?
For the semi-final.
The roar of
What?
100,000 fans. A £2 billion gamble that could change the face of English football.
Where
This
the
isn't just
hell
about
did
bricks
his
and mortar,
babies
it's
come
about
from?
legacy,
What?
ambition, and the future
Okay.
of the world's most famous football club. Manchester United stand at a crossroads. Old Trafford, once the envy of world football, now creaks under the weight of its own history. Water pours through its leaky roof.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. When Ronaldo said that it's still the same, the facilities still the same from when he left.
Even
you know it's crazy.
Can't escape the ravages of time.
Yeah, they need to
While
fix
potentially
that.
the final whistle approaches for this grand old stadium, a new vision is emerging. One that promises to catapult United not just...
Wait, are they building it next to Old Trafford?
A new vision is emerging.
Oh no, that's just the okay mud.
Regeneration and development. A year-round destination that transforms not just Manchester United, but Manchester itself.
Okay.
This is the story of Jim Ratcliffe's £2 billion dream. A tale of ambition, risk, and maybe a new United emerging from it.
It's Diogo Dallo who pulls the ball back across. Garnacho! That is outstanding!
What's this?
But first, let's ask ourselves, do Manchester United need a new stadium?
Yes.
Old Trafford, once a paragon of success and tradition, has fallen into disrepair. The roof leaks, the facilities are outdated, and the famous old ground has become a relic.
Is that
the roof leaks, the facilities are
that's their press room.
outdated, and the famous old ground has become a relic unbefitting of Britain's biggest club. And in May 23, the true extent of Old Trafford's decay was laid bare for the world to see. The water poured onto seats.
Oh
during the
my
match
God.
against Arsenal. It wasn't just a few drops, it was a deluge, highlighting the urgent need for change. But interestingly, United aren't alone in facing this dilemma. Across the Atlantic in western New York, the NFL's Buffalo Bills find themselves in a similar position. The Bills' current home, Highmark Stadium, was opened in 1973, so it's much newer than Old Trafford.
1973?
It's a beloved venue steeped in history, and like Old Trafford, is showing its age. The Bills Stadium lacks modern amenities, struggles with accessibility issues, and faces high maintenance costs. Sound familiar? It's time for both teams probably to move on. The big difference between the two, though? Under an agreement with the state of New York, taxpayers will pay $850 million at a
Jesus Christ.
with the state of New York also paying for all maintenance and repair costs once the stadium opens.
That's like,
Nice deal.
okay,
Now, you might
yeah,
be
it's
thinking,
not bad for the
surely
club
United can't
itself.
expect that kind of public funding in the UK, and yeah, you'd be 100% right.
Yeah, definitely
United
not.
have an
The
ace
UK
up
is
their sleeve
stingy.
which could help in some crucial areas.
They ain't
And we'll
gonna,
get to that
ain't gonna pay
later.
for that shit.
The real question, though, is can Manchester United afford not to build a new stadium?
Yes,
Old
they
Trafford
can.
currently
I believe
generates
so.
£136 million in matchday revenue each season. It's a lot of money. Now, imagine what a state-of-the-art 100,000 capacity stadium could bring in. We're talking north of 200 million per season. This isn't just about money, though.
Okay.
And I'll make that very clear. It's about ambition, prestige, staying competitive in a
Definitely.
rapidly evolving football landscape. United's rivals aren't standing still. Tottenham's new stadium opened in 2019.
Yeah, when I had a tour there a few months ago. That shit is immaculate. Really nice stadium. Really nice stadium. Unfortunately, this team plays there, but really nice stadium.
Set a new standard for football grounds.
Yeah, really fucking nice
Even
stadium.
Real Madrid and Barcelona have made the decision to make major changes to their famous stadiums, the Santiago Bernabeu and the Nou Camp.
Oh yeah, the Bernabeu.
We'll get to those later in a little bit more detail, but for now, what exactly are Manchester United planning? Picture this: 100,000-seater Colossus rivaling Barcelona's Camp Nou as the largest club stadium in Europe.
This got to be so
venue that's
dangerous.
not just a football question, though, is can Manchester United planning? As the largest club stadium in Europe English football, 1985. Not just a football ground, but as Camp Nou.
This must be so dangerous. Like, imagine sitting at the top here. No, that's not for me.
The largest club stadium in Europe. A venue that's not just a football ground, but a year-round destination. 100,000 fans week in, week out. That would be a formidable place to visit. And a totally unique atmosphere in English football. The last time an English football fixture was attended by a crowd of 100,000 was in 1985. And that was at a neutral venue in the old Wembley, where United beat Everton in the FA Cup final. The Premier League's current record attendance is 83,222, set when Tottenham played Arsenal in 2018.
Yep.
How do United achieve this, though? Well, United aren't just thinking about a stadium. They're envisioning an entire district, bars, shops, restaurants, a 24/7 revenue generator that could transform the area southwest.
Basically
of Manchester
making
city
like a
centre.
whole hub just for Man United. And of course, that will probably improve the larger area of United, really, of Manchester. Sorry, not United.
Let's take a look at where this mammoth project could take shape. As we can see from this overhead footage, the area around Old Trafford offers significant potential for development. United own 100 acres of land around Old Trafford. 43 acres of that is ripe for development, and this is where a new stadium would be located. Such extensive land ownership provides the club with flexibility in their
They bought a lot of land.
A significant portion of this land is situated between two waterways, the Bridgewater Canal to the south and the Manchester Ship Canal to the north. This location, while presenting some logistical challenges, also offers unique opportunities for waterfront development or transportation links. It's not hard to imagine a state-of-the-art stadium rising from this landscape, surrounded by new developments that could change the face of this part of Manchester forever. Now, if this all sounds familiar, it probably should, because United have been inspired by the SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. Home to the NFL's Rams and Chargers, SoFi is currently the world's most expensive stadium at £4.3 billion. Wow. But it's more than just a sports venue.
Oh, look at that. That is so beautiful.
It's the centerpiece of a 298-acre complex. That's 3 times the size of Disneyland. Let's delve into some of the SoFi Stadium's
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Features. The pitch sits 30 meters below ground level. During construction, 7 million cubic meters of soil were excavated. It boasts the world's first 4K end-to-end video display in sports and entertainment history, 120 yards long, 75 yards wide, and it weighs 1,000 tons. That's a big old TV. The Hollywood Park complex it is located on is a year-round sports and entertainment destination. It includes a 6,000-seat concert YouTube
look
theater,
at that,
modern
man.
residences, public parks, office space, shopping space, and Cosm.
It reminds me of the Olympic Park, like around the Olympic Stadium. I mean, look at how they've changed that. They've actually made it so that you can actually use it. Like you can rent paddle boats. You can go down the world's tallest slide, whatever. You can go swimming in the Olympic swimming pool, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Entertainment venue that gives customers a pitch-side view of Premier League games.
I saw that as well. Yeah. That's
United's
amazing.
delegation has visited SoFi.
That's technology, man.
Multi-use capabilities.
That's what I want for Chelsea, man. When Chelsea's plans are through and they show us their scope. Oh, I really hope they go all out. I really hope they go.
Surrounding area. Could they replicate that success in Manchester? Let's break down the challenges. First up is design. How do you create a stadium that both is a nod to Old Trafford in the past and taking the prestige of that forward, whilst at the same time building something new and innovative, something that honours United's heritage while pushing boundaries? Next up is funding. In the US, stadiums often rely heavily on public funding, but this is the UK. United will likely need to foot most of the bill themselves, and they'll need to make the numbers
They'll probably get a little grant.
Finally, construction.
Little in retrospect, but yeah, probably get a little grant compared to how much they'll have to spend.
Who can actually build something of this scale, and how long will it take? Let's tackle these one by one.
4 years.
For design, United have been doing their homework. They visited stadiums worldwide, such as the SoFi Stadium in LA, the Bernabeu in Madrid, and Spurs' new ground in London.
Of course.
They've even studied venues in Australia and looked at the Chicago Bears' failed ambitious plans for a new waterfront stadium. Populous, who were behind Tottenham's new stadium, were even hired by the Glazers back in 2022 to examine redevelopment options. Their work included a deep dive into United's fan base, analysing not just numbers and season ticket holders, but demographics and disposable income. Interestingly, Populous is also designing the Buffalo Bills' new stadium. They're focusing on creating a distinctly Buffalo feel, with a wraparound canopy to protect fans from the harsh elements while maintaining their trademark open-air atmosphere. And here's a curveball. Jim Ratcliffe, part owner of United, is close friends with Norman Foster, one of Britain's most renowned architects. Could we see Foster and partners take on this monumental task? Well, Foster's firm has already been brought in to revamp United's Carrington training facility, so it's not out of the question. But
Oh, this
regardless
looks
of
so
who designs a
sick.
new stadium, expect to
So
see some
sick.
key features. A massive single-tiered stand to rival Dortmund's yellow wall. Spurs have their 17,500 capacity south stand. United's could and should be bigger. State-of-the-art corporate facilities, likely along the sides of the ground rather than behind the goals. And of course, a focus on atmosphere. Avoiding the mistake of inserting those corporate boxes in a ring around the middle of the stadium, because that can dilute the noise. And crucially, a roof that doesn't leak. That'd be handy. The design is just the beginning. How will United pay for it? And given debt being such a buzzword for United fans, this is arguably one of the most important aspects
Oh, the
of it.
Glazers.
The price tag? Estimates start at £2 billion and go up from there. It's a lot. That's more than double what Tottenham spent on their new stadium. United will likely use a mix.
How much?
That's more than the price tag. Estimates start at $2 billion. United
2
will likely
billion.
use a mix of private investment, loans, and potentially some public funding for infrastructure. They might even look to sell seat licenses like SoFi did, allowing fans to essentially buy the right to purchase season tickets. As I said earlier, the Bills' new $1.4 billion stadium will receive $850 million in public funding, and the NFL and the Bills will cover the rest. Such levels of public funding are common in the US, but virtually unheard of in the UK. United will have to be more creative in their financing, and Jim Ratcliffe would almost certainly need to secure private funds, just like Stan Kroenke did with the SoFi Stadium in LA.
Oh, doesn't he own Arsenal? Or is that changed?
Now, United have brought in Lord Sebastian Coe to chair their stadium task force. Coe, who led London's successful 2012 bid, will be crucial in unlocking potential government support. But don't expect the kind of public funding seen in the US. That's never going to happen. This project isn't just about a stadium. It's about transforming an area, and that's where the real massive development lies. Ratcliffe has talked about a Wembley of the North, a venue that could host not just United matches, but cup finals, concerts, and other major events. Surrounded by large...
that's what Tottenham Stadium is now. They're hosting American sports like baseball and basketball games as well. So yeah, I mean, it's a good idea. More money, more revenue, more fucking notoriety in different countries. I mean, United are a fucking massive club anyway, but still.
Shops and other entertainment areas, it would become a year-round destination.
I think that's the way football clubs are going now. It's like it's no longer just a football club. It's like the brand, the entity. It's now a place where you can go. We're going to Tottenham Stadium to go watch a Taylor Swift concert or a Stormzy concert, stuff like that.
And that wider development doesn't just help pay for the stadium, it makes the whole project more attractive to local authorities. It's not just about 90 minutes on a Saturday, it's about creating jobs, boosting the local economy, putting Manchester on the global map. It already is, but reaffirming it.
Yeah.
United's task force includes Sarah Todd, the chief executive of Trafford Council, and her involvement suggests the club is serious about working with local authorities to maximise the project's impact on the surrounding area. And let me tell you a little bit more about that regeneration project. The Trafford Regeneration Project, it goes beyond the stadium. No doubt, the new stadium is the centrepiece of United's plans, but the potential for wider regeneration in the Trafford area is equally as exciting.
I think that's the best way to do it. If you're one of the biggest clubs in the world, a lot of money, you want to make a new stadium, and to make the fucking council happy and your fans happy, revamp the whole area, revamp the area, make more jobs available, make more amenities available. That's the really good. That's the good thing you could do. Really makes everyone happy.
Let's explore what this could mean for the local community in the broader Manchester region. The vision? Imagine the area around Old Trafford transformed into a vibrant mixed-use district that's alive 24/7, not just on match days, like that of the Hollywood Park complex that SoFi is located in.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not just about football, it's about creating a new urban centre that could rival
Manchester. That's exactly what I was saying. Football clubs now, football stadiums now, they used to be just a place you go to watch football. Now they're making stadiums as just a whole area is a part of the stadium experience. Like, you don't even have to go into the stadium. They got fucking restaurants and shops and things and amenities there. Oh, that's great. I think that's the next level of football clubs that they can take.
Manchester's northern quarter, or spinning fields. Key components of it would include a residential development, and that would be key. High quality housing, including affordable options, modern apartments with views of the stadium, and potential for student accommodation, capitalising on Manchester's large university population. As well as that,
It is the
space
second
would attract
biggest city
industry and create
in
jobs,
the
office
UK.
buildings to attract tech companies and startups, and potentials maybe for a hotel. Gary Neville wouldn't be too happy with that. Retail and entertainment will be essential to making it a thriving everyday use district. High street brands, local independent shops, restaurants and bars, and entertainment complex make it a food destination. There'll be green spaces to make the area attractive, parks and public squares for community gatherings, walking and...
I think that's a big thing. Having spaces like parks and stuff that are free and good all around is just a good thing.
And the potential for a riverside promenade alongside the Manchester Ship Canal.
Just imagine how that
There
look.
could be cultural facilities, a museum, maybe a museum for United's history, art gallery,
Museum of United States.
exhibition spaces, performance venues for live music.
Where everyone like all like see the art stuff could be like, or it'd be showcase art in the what's it called, the Trafford area, the Greater Manchester area. Just show Manchester talent, and that could be something. I don't know.
Improvements will be imperative though. Enhanced public transport links, including maybe a new tram stop, improved road networks, state-of-the-art digital infrastructure, will create a smart district. You can see the scale of all of this. That's why we needed to do a deep dive into it.
Yeah.
For this project to succeed, it's crucial that the local community is involved every step of the way, and fans as well.
Cheers.
United and the local council need to ensure that the benefits of the regeneration will be felt by all, not just United fans or wealthy newcomers. United can look to other successful stadium-led regeneration projects for inspiration if they want. The Olympic Park in East London, which transformed the neglected area
See,
into a
I said this. Oh my god, I said this literally earlier on in this video. I said this.
thriving new neighbourhood. The development around Wembley, which has created a new urban...
Yeah, literally, the house is next to the Olympic Stadium. Fucking expensive as shit. But you still also have the area around it.
area into a
That was Stratford, right?
thriving new neighbourhood.
Yeah, also not West Ham, sorry, West
The
Ham.
development around Wembley,
Yeah, look
which
at
has
that.
created a new urban centre in northwest London,
Yeah.
and the Etihad campus in Manchester, showing how a football club can be a catalyst for wider regeneration.
Yeah.
And the key will be in the execution. But if done right, the Trafford Regeneration Project could be a model for how sports clubs can be catalysts for urban transformation.
Exactly.
And the two
I think that's the next level. That's the next step.
You, at the end of this video, can they actually build it?
I think they
Building
can.
a stadium of this scale is no small feat.
But it's
There
going to
are
take
only
the
a
time.
handful of companies capable of taking on such a project. BAM Construction, who built Manchester's Co-op Live venue, let's not speak about that yet, and Lang O'Rourke, who are working on Everton's new stadium, could be in the mix. United could well aim to complete the project in 6 years. Would that be ambitious?
6?
Absolutely.
Fuck.
Impossible. Not quite. Tottenham's new stadium plans were announced in 2007. Building didn't start until 2015. That was 8 years later. But when it started, only took 3 years. Real Madrid...
What? It took 3 years to build
8 years later.
this.
But when it started,
Wow.
it took 3
I
years.
guess just a lot of planning. This is an amazing stadium. I'm going to say again, this is a fucking amazing stadium.
Real Madrid's Bernabeu renovation, a £1.5 billion project, is expected to take 5 years, and that was delayed by COVID. And Barcelona's renovation of the Camp Nou is only expected to take 18 months. And United, of course,
Are they going to add a
have
roof to
potential ace
that?
up their sleeve. Ratcliffe's experience with Ineos.
Mm.
Ineos are currently building a £2.6 billion petrochemical plant in Antwerp. And if anyone knows how to manage massive projects, it's them.
Oh, so they're going to take their
There you have it,
expertise.
Jim Ratcliffe's £2 billion ambition. A project that could redefine not just United, but the entire city of Manchester. It's a vision of future where Old Trafford isn't just a football ground, but a destination in its own right.
Mm.
A place
I
where
think,
the roar of 100,000 fans could once again be heard in English football. United will make an official announcement at the end of 2024 as to whether a new stadium is the preferred choice, but everything so far has suggested that's going to be the case.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go, really, to build a whole campus area, a whole area where you can literally just raise the value of the whole area around the stadium, increasing, bettering people's lives and all that type of stuff. It's important, and I think You know, them being probably the biggest English club. It's I think that's the route they should go. But we'll see. We will see.